All right, how we doing? My name's Ashton. Let's talk about music. So, recently, uh, an artist who I hold in very high regard, by the name of Mick Gordon, has come under scrutiny from ID Software, which is the makers of the Doom and Doom Eternal games, which, by the way, have the in my personal opinion, the most fantastic game soundtrack ever released. It's I don't have the words. It's so heavy, and because of the way that the game is, like obviously, if you put this game soundtrack in like Cooking Mama or like Picture Chat or whatever on like a Nintendo DS, it wouldn't fit. But because this is a game about going out and like slaying demons, it works brilliantly, absolutely brilliantly. Of course, I got to give love to the Halo soundtrack because that is also very, very awesome, and the Time Splitters soundtrack because that holds a special place in my heart personally. Time Splitters Future Perfect was a great game. But regardless of this, ID Software basically. Well, let's start from Mick's point of view actually. What Mick has done is he's posted on Twitter after a few years of basically being crapped all over, has said ID Software placed all these limitations on me and did all of this stuff, and he's detailed it in a very long account. I think it's on Twitter. I'm not sure. I don't really have social media. I have Snapchat and Facebook, and that's it. I don't want to get into social media. I just find it's toxic, to be honest. But Mick has used, I believe it's Twitter, to basically expose everything that ID Software did during the time he was working for him. And quite frankly, ID Software have just been utter swear words. Like really, they. Mick Gordon's an artist, and you can tell that he's a good artist because of the music that he composes and stuff like that. And they put all these ridiculous deadlines on him so that he had to something like he had to create 12 songs in 2 months. Now, if you're an artist, like I create my own music out of this as well. Um, Sometimes it can take years for you to create one song. Sometimes, not all the times, but sometimes that's why bands take. How long did Korn take before their last album? They released Serenity of Suffering in like 2016 and 2019, so it would have been 3 years to write 10 songs, right? Ish, you know. That's 36 months to write 10 songs. So that's 3.5 months per song. He was given 2 months to do 12 songs. That is ridiculous in itself. That is absolutely bonkers. But then, because he delivered it like 4 days late, they didn't pay him at all for these songs. And if anybody out there has played Doom, they understand that these songs are so good. And they're mixed amazingly. But for Doom Eternal, the second installment, he only had 2 months to do his 12 songs, and people complained about the mixing and stuff. It was a bit off and stuff because he only had 2 months to do it. And they had another producer at the time who was basically taking mix songs and then chopping them up into bits and stuff, which is why there's all these like clicks and pops and like just really bad mixing and editing and stuff like that because it wasn't technically Mick that did it. And I just I don't have the words. ID Software, get your act together, you bunch of knobheads. Like seriously. Like yeah, sorry, this is a rant. I just like I said, I don't really script my videos. I just the things that Mick's had to go through, if indeed it is true, which I think it is from the amount of evidence that he's suggested on Twitter, and you should I'm not explaining this anywhere near in enough detail. Check it out yourself. Honestly, check it out yourself. Mick Gordon should sue them. I reckon he should sue them for all the money that it's worth. And then the cheek of the dude who was controlling the thing in ID Software, offered him like a six-figure sum to keep quiet about the whole thing, which is why he was saying like no comment about everything like that. Oh, nah, I'm gonna stop recording before I start swearing. Like, absolutely ridiculous stuff. Check it out and give Mick Gordon some love. Give Mick Gordon some love because he is one of the coolest composers in the world. Really good. And yeah, I'm going to stop now. Thank you so much for joining me, and as always, have a good morning, day, evening, night, wherever you may be on the face of the earth. Ta-ra.